Hey guys, in today's video, I'm gonna share with you how to install these amazing kitchen cabinets and also some tips that can help you do this type of work as well. Now we're over here in the Pacific Northwest, and the supplier that we like to go with is called Par Lumber. We really love using them because they have some amazing customer service. They actually send out their rep over here to the job site. They help me actually re-measure everything to make sure I had everything correct. And the good thing, they came by because he actually noticed there was some adjustments that needed to be made. So that way, when we got the delivery, we don't have any mistakes and we minimize the errors. So that's basically my first tip. Make sure that before you finalize and get the delivery scheduled, that you have one of their representatives, basically they're experts, stop by and just in person double check your measurements to make sure everything is lined up. Then after that, you'll feel very comfortable and safe that you can just order them, have it delivered. Because just to give you an idea, this is a small kitchen, and for all this cabinet material, it cost about $5,000. So you definitely don't want to make a mistake, and you just want to double check everything. But as you see right here, everything is gonna fall into place. There's one cabinet out there that's kind of popping out, and that's because we have to make a few circular cuts so we can bring it in where the plumbing connections are. And then over here, we're adding some shims on a few of these cabinets because the floor is not perfectly level. So we're checking everything on the top from all directions, and wherever we need to raise it or make some adjustments, that's where we're gonna add the shims. And you can also add them on the back wall where you're gonna be securing the cabinet to basically the framing of the house. That way it's nice and secured. Another tip that I recommend is to put a chalk line from one end to the other. That's gonna help you as a reference line. So as you start putting each cabinet one by one, you have that nice chalk line so you can go off of that pretty quick. And then either way, after you kind of put it in there and secure it, you can still double check it just to make sure everything is nice and plumb and level, because that's gonna help whenever the countertop guy comes to do his work. If you have everything like as best as possible, that's gonna make his job so much more easier. And so that's what we're focusing on right here, adding one of these cabinets one by one. You can also attach them one with each other on the sides and then also on the back. Once we have everything in place, like you see right here, then we're gonna add basically several screws on the back ledge of the cabinet so we can secure it to the framing. And then wherever you see that there's like a gap or an opportunity to add some additional shims, definitely add as many as you need so everything is nice and solid and secure in place. Like I said before, you can also attach one of the cabinets to the next one with some screws, and that will just keep everything in place. We also added over here, this is where the range is gonna go. Before, there was not a cabinet on the left, but we found an opportunity to add it now, so that's where we put that one. Once we put everything in place on the first level, we're gonna add this 2x4 lumber and attach it to the wall on a nice level line. And then once we have that in place, at this point, you can already get an extra pair of hands to help you, kind of set it in place. By having that 2x4 attached to the wall, it's gonna give you that nice little ledge, where you can rest the cabinet there temporarily while you make sure it's nice and level. Then, once you can verify everything, you can go ahead and attach it to the wall with the screws. And then we're always, we have our tape measure there handy just to measure, double check everything, that, the cabinet that comes next that's the one that's meant for that space. And then we're just advancing, you know, one by one. And as we put it there, present it in place, once it's like really good, then we can go ahead and secure it, you know, on the sides with the screws. And then you can also add, you know, if you have to do anything with the hinges or whatever, a lot of the times, you know, it'll already come complete. The only thing that these don't come with is the handles. So like in this case, we had to order some brand new handles at our local box store. We just went with those standard ones. So, and actually another suggestion, you know, now that, you know, there's Amazon and all these online stores, definitely check them out, because when I was gonna buy the handles for these cabinets I was actually looking at the Home Depot, we noticed that for a pack of 4, it was like $20-something. But then when I looked it up on Amazon, the same size and everything, I was able to get a pack of 30 handles for less than $30. So it was like way cheaper, and I saved, you know, quite a bit of money doing it that way. So it's just a little tip, you know, to look at those other options as well. So right here, we already finished up installing the last cabinet that was on the right. We're gonna be working our way back over here towards the left. And then right here where we're installing this small little cabinet on the top, that's basically above where the range is gonna go. And then we also added another cabinet to the left of that to kind of match the design that's on the bottom. Now, in a future video, I'm gonna show you the process of how we do all the finish, the molding work, and the trim around the bottom. So definitely stay tuned for that. But thanks for watching. May God bless you, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video.